last week of the challenge. Here we go. All right, nutrition. Here what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about lean earner versus fat burner. Hey, everybody. Week 8 tips coming at you. Here we go. Buckle up. All right, so week 8, we have nutrition, lean earner versus fat burner. Exercise is muscle equals metabolism. Supplements are adaptogens. All right, nutrition tip, lean earner versus fat burner. I've had a few questions on this. I know you guys are curious, and let's do this. So first of all, different strokes for different folks. All right, so now everybody's in a different spot. Not everybody falls exactly into the category you would expect. Okay, that's up to your coach and you to figure out which path that you should be on. So there are different strokes, and this is not a very clear line. There's a lot of gray in this, but that's what the coach is for, to help you out with that. So fat burner here, if you're a fat burner, you're a male with greater than 15% body fat. Female is greater than 20%. You may need to lose scale weight. Okay. New to full body strength training. Maybe you've done some curling in the squat racks, and you've done some stuff here and there, but you've never truly done full body strength training. Chances are you could be a fat burner. And if losing fat is your primary objective, then you are a fat burner. So those are some loose definitions there. So lean earner is less than 15%, less than 20% for a female. You've been successful in losing fat. So you've proven that you've lost fat in the past and have embarked on a journey to burn fat and build lean mass, but you've done something before. 3 months of full body strength training experience, likely from a coach. If you're out kind of guessing and trying to figure it out on your own, that might not be you, but 3 months of experience with full body strength training from a coach. The lean earner category, it's for people that maybe have overcome some weaknesses and they're able to, without a better term, open up a can of whoop ass. All right. Now, these people need to gain skeletal muscle mass in order to lose fat. At some point in your fitness journey, you're going to hit a plateau as a fat burner. Okay. And you're going to need to change your strategy in order to change your physiology. And in this case, the lean earner, you've switched from setting up your goals and objectives to burn fat primarily to now gain muscle mass, skeletal muscle mass, in order to lose fat. Because we know that as we build muscle, you build metabolism. Okay. So here's an example fat burner plan. All right. You're doing carb backloading, carb cycling, potentially keto, right? You're doing minimal carbs for pre and post workout. Okay. So the fat burner is not going to have a banana before you lift weights or before you work out. Bananas cause an insulin spike, insulin stores instead of burns. So that person's not going to be it's not going to be a good fit to have a banana before a workout. So exercise, you're doing full body strength training, and a lot of blue green cardio would suit this person a little bit better. Supplements are going to be Spark and Catalyst for your pre-workout. All right. Low impact on your blood sugar with that. And then post, the BioPro is great. There's not any carbs in it. There's just a few, I guess. But the meal replacement is a 1-to-1 carb to protein ratio, and the bioprotein is minimal carbs. So the meal replacement would be a step in the direction of potentially becoming a lean earner. Lean earner plan. Here we go. So nutrition, carb backloading with carbs at lunch. Okay. Now, oftentimes, if you're a lean earner, you're going to start to need more carbs, more starch, and starch is going to help you build muscle. Okay. So adding more protein to your diet does not help you build more muscle. That's false. You need to combine protein with carbs in order to deliver the protein, the amino acids to your muscles to actually see results on the in-body and in the mirror. So you got to combine carbs with protein in order to see lean body mass or skeletal muscle mass change. You could do carb cycling. Okay. So in most situations, you're not going to want to do very many weeks of 3 days of a burn day. Okay. You're going to want to maybe do offset it. So the days that you're lifting heavy that's when you'll have a refuel day. The days that maybe you're just doing cardio or you're not working out, those are days, if you're carb cycling, you would want to just do a burn day and avoid carbs and starch, fruits for that day. All right, lean earner is going to have a 3-to-1. This is important, carb to protein ratio post-workout. It's a big difference, you guys, in what you do after you lift. And if you don't take it seriously, your results are going to suffer for it. So lean earner should definitely be working towards a 3-to-1 carb to protein after you lift, not after cardio. After full body strength training is when you're going to need that. And in this case, you may need a banana before a workout. So a lean earner, in some cases, should have a banana before they work out, and that might help them, give them energy to open up a full can of whoop ass. Okay, exercise, full body strength training, just like the fat burner and the lean earner have very similar exercise programs. The only difference may be the lean earner does more HIIT training, green, yellow cardio, maybe red. Supplements, muscle strength is a great one. Creatine for sure. Biocharge. Biocharge is a lot like Catalyst, except for it delivers lots of amino acids and lots of repair right away. And it really helps with stopping your body from being catabolic and using muscle for fuel. So post-workout recovery, absolutely, as a lean earner. So let's move on to an exercise tip. I'm not running around today. We're just going to talk about muscle equals metabolism and what that means. I've talked about before that 70% of a female's metabolism is in their legs and 50-50 more so for guys. But now, point one I want to make is like I said, muscle is metabolism. That's the theme here. Now, if you have weak glutes, do you think that you'll be able to fully use your lower body muscles? If your glutes aren't firing as much, chances are your lunges and your squats are not going to be as efficient as they would be. And if that's the case, you're not going to be able to lift as much load, and you're not going to be able to affect as much muscle mass. If that's the case, you're going to have a harder time building muscle and metabolism. Okay. Point two, what burns more calories? Okay. If you were to lift a 20-pound weight 5 times or a 100-pound weight 5 times, what burns more calories? It's not a trick question. It's the 100-pound dumbbell. You're going to burn more calories if you lift heavier weight and you build strength. There's no doubt about it. And if that's the case, we all have 24 hours in a day. And when time matters and you're going to lift something 20 times, if you have the opportunity to lift the heavier weight, lift the heavier weight. If you're like one of those people that moved to Florida that has time to work out, you can maybe lift the smaller weights many, many times, but be efficient. Lifting heavier weights burns more calories. Okay. Gear up some storage space. I love this one. More muscle equals more storage. What do I mean by that? All right. The substrate used for muscle contraction is glucose. Okay. It's carbs. Glycogen is stored glucose within the muscles. Okay. You get that from carbs, starch, fruits, things like that, right? Your liver can actually use it too in a situation where, like, if adrenaline kicks in, stimulates the liver to kick out a bunch of glucose so you can use it to run fast if you're getting chased by the cops or chasing somebody. So the substrate used for contraction is glucose. Knowing your body will be doing full body strength training very, very soon, it will be readily available. What that means is when you start doing full body resistance training and you're using your body as a machine, your body is smart. It's going to start storing glycogen intermuscularly to be used to lift heavy objects many times. Now, the alternative, if you consume in excess carbohydrates, what happens typically? All right. Excess carbohydrates get stored as fat unless you're a beast and you lift weights and your body knows you're going to lift weights a few times a week. You'll start to store that intermuscularly to use for fuel. Weight training and strength training is great for diabetics because it does help you regulate and manage your blood sugar better because, like I said, glucose is the main fuel, the main substrate used for muscle contraction. So store it up. And that's also why if you decide to, on a Friday night, go out and have a milkshake, your butt might not jiggle for a week. Okay. You might put that to good use the next day in the gym. So supplement tip, here we go. Told you to buckle up, is Oasis. Now we're going to chill out a little bit. Okay. Supplement tip is ADAPTOGENS. The highlighted product is going to be Oasis. I love adaptogens. I've been doing them for a long, long time. The Chinese have been doing it for thousands of years. What's cool after doing some research on this and just getting up to snuff, the Russians actually used them in World War II to help their military with their performance. That's when they really started to become mainstream is after that. So what is an adaptogen? It's defined as herbs or roots that possibly act like a stress vaccine in the human body. Okay. So they reduce chronic stress and fatigue through the adaptation of stress. And the common adaptogens are ashwagandha, ginseng, rhodiola rosea, schisandra, and maca root. Those are some big ones out there, but it acts much like a dopamine or adrenaline in your body. It affects your pituitary gland, your adrenals, and those are two important parts of your body that help you fight stress and fatigue. And there's a lot of products that have these in them. All right, let's talk about stress, baby. We're all going to have stress. There's not a lot you can do about that. You're going to have environmental stress. I just did a talk with the firefighters, and they go into the fires of a burning building, and there's smoke that it's coming from all these sorts of building materials that have tons of chemicals in them. And we're around it all the time. They're around it more, but we have exposure to it. There's stress of your job, of gas prices, of Ukraine, whatever, COVID, right? But chronic stress can lead to some of these things. Okay. And one thing you can do about it is make sure you get plenty of sleep. So sleep is the ultimate supplement for stress. And some of these adaptogens can really help out if you get enough sleep and you exercise the right way, and then eat good too. So Muscle Strength has it. Nighttime Recovery has it. All right. Oasis has it. And so specifically Oasis, it has properties in it that help your body adapt to physical stress. It also has some phytonutrients in it also. So berry and things like that. So phytonutrients are in Oasis. And it says it right there. They contain polyphenols and immunity, cognitive support. It's a good, yummy berry flavor. You can do it in the evening instead of a beer or a glass of wine or a cocktail, whatever you do. So it has a very similar effect on the body. So give Oasis a shot. Give adaptogen a shot. Like I said, products I use are Muscle Strength. I don't use Nighttime Recovery. They give me cold sores because of the heavy dose of arginine in Nighttime Recovery. But I wish I could use it. I love it. So the adaptogens in Muscle Strength, there's two of them. One of them is more proven to be effective for males. One of them is more proven to be effective for females. So the Muscle Strength is an Advocare Care product, and it's something that if you're looking to build some muscle and get stronger, I would definitely recommend it. Okay, so closing thoughts this week, gang. Here we go. You ready? To Teach is to Learn Twice by Joseph Joubert. And I chose that because we've gone through 8 weeks. We have another challenge coming up. And if you want to learn what I've just got done teaching you, go find somebody else to teach this to. And that's how you're going to learn it. And when you start teaching people what I just taught you, you're going to have questions. You're going to say, hey, Luke, and I have a few of you guys that reach out and say, hey, what about this? What about that? And I love that. That's perfect. I could tell that you are trying to coach your team and support your team and be that person that they can lean on, which is just awesome. And just like you guys are amazing and awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed my tips. Have a great day.